Hi, students. This week we're learning about owls. So we have a poem for you called The Owl. I'm going to read the poem and then we're going to highlight some sight words and then you can add details to your poem like I've done. And then hopefully you'll be able to read it to 3 people in your family. All right, so let me put my name on it. And now I will read the poem. The Owl. I have 2 eyes, they see at night. I see my prey in black and white. I get my prey with my beak. Crunch, 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 then I eat. All right, so now we're going to highlight some sight words we see in the poem and add some details to help us read the poem. So the first word that I saw that was one of our sight words is have. So go ahead and highlight have. I'm using orange. Remember, use colors that you'll be able to see. And so not black, not brown, not white. All right, I have. So I see another sight word. They see at night. They is a sight word. So I'm going to highlight they. 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 Okay. I is a sight word, but we know that word. So it says, I see my prey in black and I'm going to highlight and. That's a sight word that we're still practicing. And, A-N-D. So highlight and in your poem. Next line, I get my prey with my beak. With is one of the sight words that we'll be working on. So with, W-I-T-H, highlight with. All right, crunch, 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 then I eat. Then is one of our sight words, so let's highlight then. T-H-E-N. Okay, now we've highlighted all our sight words that we're going to highlight. Let's add some details to help us read the word. So I saw that it says, I see my prey in black. So let's underline or put a box around black. Just so you remember that that word says black and white. So put a box around white with the white crown, but you might not remember that that's white. So I did a white crown. You might want to just add maybe a little black around it just so you remember white. All right. Okay, let's add some details just so that we can remember some of the words that maybe are a little harder that we're not used to seeing, like they see at night. Night. So I'm going to draw a moon and put some stars so I remember that that word is night. Okay, so I'm going to say that and put that on there. And then it said, I get my prey with my beak. Let's draw a beak. So we're going to make a curved line and put a line through the middle. That's a beak. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Then I eat. So I'm going to do some squiggly lines under crunch just so that I remember it's like kind of like that crunch. You know, to remember crunch is like crumbs or making crumbs somewhere. And so that's all our decoration details to help us read the poem. Now, again, you can add more details. As you can see, your poem doesn't have this tree here, and I made a tree. I put a circle to put the owl inside. Owls live in trees. And then I made a tree with the little black squiggly lines to make it look like tree bark. So I did that just to kind of give a little more detail, make my poem look a little more realistic. So you could also do that. So let's read it one more time now that we have the sight words highlighted. We have details to help us read it better. And we've also added some decorations to kind of help us make the poem a little bit more realistic. All right, so I'll read it again. The owl. I have 2 eyes, they see at night. I see my prey in black and white. I get my prey with my beak. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Then I eat. All right, so hopefully you'll be able to add some details and then you will read it to three people. So I'm going to put my name for number one because I read it to you guys. So I'll write my name and then hopefully you can read to three people in your family. After you're done reading the poem, on the back, I'm going to turn it over, there is a tree and it says, draw some owls in the tree. So I drew two, but maybe you can draw three or four. So I did one inside the little hole in the tree trunk. So I did a big owl there, and then I have a little owl here on one of the branches. And I colored the grass, I colored the tree, I colored the owls, and then even the sky, I didn't really color that, but if you'd like to make it blue for the background for the sky, you can also do that. And then that will complete your poem. So again, you're going to have the poem, The Owl. You're going to highlight sight words and read to three people in your family, and then turn it over in the back. After you're done reading, you can decorate the tree with some more owls. Hope you have fun with this poem. Thank you.